What is good, friends? How is everybody today? I hope we're having a fantastic day so far. I hope you've just had a great weekend. So, in the mornings, if I've got work, I'll get up and I'll make coffee and I'll sit here and I'll watch something. Today I've chosen Nuke, and I decided why not get you guys in on it? You know what I mean? Like, I used to post reactions to Nuke stuff anyway. This kind of stuff is super interesting to me. I love it. And I figure, why not just record myself watching it? Like, I'm going to sit here watching it anyway. We might as well watch it together, you know what I mean? So, I'm going to start doing this. Let me know. Let me know if this kind of thing you want to see, because I'm happy to just sit here on my own and watch it. But I'm not going to waffle too much. Let's crack on and enjoy some Nuke's Top 5, shall we, friends? Ooh, yeah.
The Last Stop. This next viral video was shared by multiple social media accounts on the internet, but none of them mentioned the original source. The video shows a man inspecting an old abandoned bus somewhere in the rural countryside of Japan. Of course, as you might expect, things take a terrifying turn.
I just want to say, a lot of like Japanese ghost footage I've found to be fake, super well made and scary, but fake. So, you know what I mean? Coming into these, I'm like, I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to be made jump or something like that, but we'll see. I got chills there when he came out. I was like, oh shit.
誰かいたんだけどさ。あれ、慎太郎？おい、慎太郎。
As the man approaches the entrance to the bus, a girl can be seen watching him from the window. He quickly looks inside, but there's no one there. Now, because there's no source, it's impossible to say whether this footage is real or fake. But as always, I leave that up to you to decide.
There was a whole, you know, it did give me, it was creepy the way she was looking directly at him. But there was a whole, like the thing of the bus passed in front of the camera, that could have been a point to cut two pieces together, you know what I mean? But that was creepy. Let's go. What a good start.
Something watches over.
Oh boy.
Paranormal investigator Alex from the YouTube channel Hunting the Unknown sets out to investigate an old abandoned nun convent in the south of England. The old building also doubled as an asylum for the mentally ill. The convent/asylum was active from the 1800s all the way into the late 1900s.
Did he say that the content? He didn't say convent, did he? He said content. Man's out here making content. He's thinking about content all the time.
Also doubled as an asylum for the mentally ill. The convent/asylum was active from the 1800s
Maybe not.
all the way into the late 1900s.
Maybe that's me.
With over 100 years of dark history, it's not surprising that the building is said to be extremely haunted. One ghostly figure that haunts the building is said to be that of a sad nun, who is said to still wander the hallways of the old asylum to this day. Alex decides to explore the convent completely alone, with nothing but a camera and a flashlight. While inside, he gets the overwhelming sense that someone is watching him.
Hello, is anyone here? Hello?
Oh, I'm getting
Alex hears
chills,
strange
bro.
noises and feels like he's being followed. Then he captures something absolutely terrifying.
Full spectrum. Oh, I don't.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
The investigator doesn't even notice, but as he passes one of the empty old asylum rooms, an ominous dark figure seems to be lurking inside.
Shadow figures and stuff. I've got chills so bad. Shadow figures and stuff are terrifying because you'll like see footage of shadow figures and it's just like chilling in the corner of like, you know, your cabinet is casting a shadow, but that's not really a shadow. It's something and it like shoots across it like this. Oh, blur. Please, he was about to say something. I'm going to skip back 5 seconds. Sorry, Nuke. Sorry, brother.
An ominous dark figure seems to be lurking inside. A figure with a creepy resemblance to the shadowy outline of a nun.
Ew,
So could it be that the old nun who allegedly haunts the convent was watching Alex? Well, who knows? But you can watch this entire exploration over on the YouTube channel, Hunting the Unknown.
Go for it.
Fire and Brimstone. This next bizarre video is a bit of a mystery. The video was shared to the internet without a source, and it's a bit unclear as to exactly what is going on here. The footage shows a dangerous fire near 2 cars, and something else truly disturbing. Someone or something can be seen silently walking through the fire, seemingly unbothered and unhurt. Eerily, the figure resembles the shape of a small child.
Ain't it?
Could it be that the fire tragically claimed a victim whose spirit is lost in the blaze? Without a source, we'll just never know.
We've got no source. Yo, could it be, as well, another, perhaps uneducated take? Could it be that somebody is standing between where we're looking from and the fire, and the exposure is making it look like the fire's wrapping around them? You know what I mean? I don't know enough about cameras and stuff like that, but could it be that? Could it be that? Creepy, regardless. Creepy, regardless. I love these videos. They get me like, you know what I mean? My brain is like, oh.
The woman in white. Musician Eder Olives from Torreon, Mexico is driving home late one night on the Saltillo-Torreon highway when he spots something truly disturbing.
Bet you it's a woman in white. Eh.
A woman dressed in white can be seen running in the emergency lane of the highway.
She's
her
like
arms
Naruto.
outstretched in a strange way.
Yeah.
Some video commenters even
Her closest arm looks broken. Tell me it doesn't.
suggested that it looks like the woman has no head. Now, Eder Olives actually thought he might be hallucinating at first, as he was extremely tired from his long drive home. But later, he checks his dashcam footage, and he is shocked to discover that the woman was 100% real. Eder says he has no idea why a woman would be running down the dangerous and busy highway so late at night.
Shane
He says
Headless.
that he thinks he might have captured a ghost on camera. But what do you think? Is this encounter paranormal or just weird? You decide.
I'd argue both.
More than he bargained for. Paranormal investigators Tomo and Hiro from the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film are contacted by one of their viewers, a man named Taguchi, who claims that he's been experiencing strange activity in his studio apartment somewhere in Japan. Taguchi explains that 6 months ago he found a very cheap apartment. And you might ask, well, why was it so cheap? It turns out that the previous owner tragically took his own life right where Taguchi would be living and sleeping. But the young man doesn't believe in ghosts, so he happily signs the lease despite the apartment's dark history.
For now,
But then,
he doesn't.
Taguchi starts to have trouble sleeping. He says that he hears footsteps, voices, and scariest of all, he starts to experience sleep paralysis, during which he sees a distorted, laughing face right above him as he lays in bed, unable to move. Tomo and Hiro decide to set up 2 static cameras in Taguchi's home for a month. At the end of that time, they review the month of collected footage. They are shocked by what they find. One night as Taguchi is sleeping, this happens. Taguchi appears to be suffering from a horrible nightmare as he grabs at his neck, seemingly in pain.
Legit.
Wakes up in an absolute panic. But did you see it?
No.
A pale figure seems to materialize in the hallway. The apparition appears to be watching Taguchi as he struggles in his sleep. Taguchi finally wakes and the figure disappears into thin air. But there's something even stranger, because his second camera pointed at the hallway loses focus at the exact same time of the incident, and a distorted face seems to appear right in front of the camera.
Yeah, I could kind of see it. Could it be like thingy though? Matrix in.
So could this be the same bizarre face that Taguchi claims he has seen at night? The Omagatoki team believes that
That is
Taguchi might be
creepy.
haunted by the spirit of the previous owner. But you can decide for yourself and watch the entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Omagatoki Film.
Fam, what do you reckon? I'm not 100% about that last, about the face, the pareidolia and all that stuff, right? It's so easy for us to see faces and Matrix in and that. That's kind of weird from this angle, because it could, again, it could just be like the pixels playing tricks on you, but it does seem to like fade out, innit? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, your denim. Right. This is, 9 minutes and I'm sitting here, I've got sweaty palms. You know what I mean? Ooh, we're only a third of the way through.
Shake, rattle, and oh no. A music composer named Henning from Oslo, Norway says that for years he has heard strange, unexplained sounds coming from his attic. Over time, the strange activity has just gotten worse. So one day, Henning hears noise from his attic door and grabs his phone to record.
Hallo? 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 Hallo?
Fling it open, bro.
Hallo?
Oh, I don't know, you know.
The door latch to Henning's attic shakes and rattles around as if someone is trying to open the door. But when Henning snatches the door open, there's no one there. And then the door suddenly slams shut, on its own. Now there's very little extra info on this clip. So is it a real paranormal encounter? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Caught on camera.
Who knows?
That user Summer, who's
You know, sorry, we'll skip back. Don't you find it kind of jokes, the guy saying hello in Norwegian, which is also very similar to the English hello, and the subtitle was still there. Like, we wouldn't know what he was saying. I found that quite funny. But those videos, I was like, oh, just whip it open. And then, like, after a second, I was like, oh, actually, I don't know. Because when he went to do it, I was like, please, I don't know. I don't know. It's so scary, like, the build-up to, like, he reaches out to the handle. You see loads of them. And every time the door comes open, the music happens, and then you get that like, oh, yeah, shit, what's going on? I like it. Good edit. Good edit.
caught on camera. TikTok user Summer, who is a mother of two, lives in a small house in an old town in rural Georgia. Late one night, Summer takes her phone out to record a quick video in her backyard. But she immediately notices something that is absolutely unnerving.
Y'all, I am in my yard. Watch my face. This is not an app doing this. This is my yard. The church is behind me. Watch my face. Church, you can see straight through me. I kid you not. Look at this. Whoa.
On camera, Summer's face seems to twist and distort into something unrecognizable.
That's
as she
weird.
simply moves around in her own backyard. Summer says that she is deeply worried that the strange old church across the street might be the cause of the creepy occurrence.
But at the same time, it almost, like, you know when you get a double exposure, it kind of looks like that. It looks almost like two pieces of footage over the top of each other. You know what I mean? Especially when you could see through her and stuff like that. Or like when you close one eye and you put your hand up to something and then you close the other eye. You know what I mean? And you can kind of see through your hand almost.
She attempts to find information about the history of the old church, but she hits a dead end and is left with no answers. So did Summer catch a bizarre paranormal visual disturbance on camera?
That is creepy.
Just what is going on here?
It's got to be something to do with her phone camera, innit? And the
most
light.
Haunted cemetery. Popular YouTuber Franco TV is known for exploring
Man, like
terrifying
Franco.
abandoned
Yo, hold on.
locations.
If you are not subscribed to Franco TV and you like this kind of thing, definitely go do it. This guy, he's so sick. He's so sick. Just wanted to say that. I like Franco.
Popular YouTuber Franco TV is known for exploring terrifying abandoned locations in the US. But for the first time ever, Franco travels south to the country of Peru to investigate the, quote, most haunted cemetery in South America, the Presbítero Maestro Cemetery. The giant graveyard is well known by locals, who claim that the place attracts witches who perform dark rituals with the bones of the deceased. As Frank explores, he finds signs of witchcraft everywhere. Tombs filled with burnt-out candles, voodoo dolls, and bizarre notes. One of the tombs belongs to a world-famous alleged witch, Gregoria Camacho, who died in 1897. Fans from all over the globe flock to her grave to carve their names and leave candles and offerings. And when Franco finds her crypt, something happens that he simply cannot explain.
A witch who was buried here. Now apparently she did good and bad, but mostly dark stuff. So on the top of her tomb they spray painted Witch of Satan and stuff. But her tomb is actually kind of different from all the others because you could see a skull and bones, which kind of represents something very, very dark. But this is actually her tomb right here. Her name is Gregoria Camacho, or Gregoria, something like that. I torture names. And you can see how other witches would carve their names in here and leave candles and trinkets. That looks like it says Camila. And if you look out here, you can see where they put all the candles. It's different from all the others because they put all these candles here and candies.
Candy.
Isn't that? Hello? What the hell did I just hear? It sounded like somebody laughing.
Legit, Franco. It also almost sounded a bit like a, I don't know, something flapping in the wind that's hitting something. You know?
Thing is, on the maps, this area is blocked off.
Devil's
So once you
avocado.
walk back here, there's nowhere else you can go. Listen, listen. Hello?
I don't know, you know.
Georgina? There's literally no one here. Oh, okay. Well, I got creeped out.
Franco hears what can only be described as a sinister and mocking laugh coming from somewhere in the graveyard. And that's not the only strange event that Franco experiences that night. As he searches through open and abandoned crypts, he captures something downright chilling.
Right in there. I don't know if those are the remains. It looks like a sock. There's something tied up. Here, let me zoom in.
Bro.
I'm gonna be able to zoom in a lot more on post-editing, so it looks like it could be, there's something hairy there. Huh, that looks like a dead animal or something. Oh, that is so creepy.
Yeah, get out of there. What?
Alright, I just got the K2 meter. ¿Alguien estás aquí adentro? ¿Tú puedes decirme tu nombre? Oh, look at this. There's X's. You see that? On the side of the wall. Oh, that's interesting. That's something that's kind of seen in Mississippi. When you see X mark, it's like they have something they want you to do, and they call upon the spirit to doing it.
Did you hear it?
A little, I think.
Franco doesn't notice, but a faint female voice can be heard whispering, "Hola."
You see that?
Bam!
The giant historic cemetery is also the final resting place for another well-known figure, Ricardo Espiel, a young boy who tragically died when he was only 6 years old. The boy Ricardo was said to be a benevolent and protective spirit. Visitors claim that the boy's ghost grants wishes and blessings to true believers. But when Franco inspects the young boy's gravestone, he captures something downright chilling.
Oh.
I am making my way towards another tomb of a child named Ricardo. Now, apparently Ricardo grants blessings and wishes to everyone who comes to him, seeking help. He is a very well-known spirit that protects this graveyard. Well, one, protects it, and two, also offers blessings to everyone who shows up here. I wanted to see if I can read what this says. A la memoraria de Ricardo M. Espalet, sus amigos, 8 de Agosto, December 1887.
What is that? Still there. Hold on. Ugh. I just got a big chill. Oh. I mean.
Now, what's more interesting about this is that in the back, you could see all the prayers from everyone and all the blessings. And what's more interesting is that it even says gracias, like pretty much thank you for making these blessings come true. Any blessing you want, it'll be blessed by Ricardo.
A pale, translucent arm seems to reach out from the young boy's grave. But again, Franco doesn't notice. It's only after he posts this video to YouTube that the arm is spotted by some very perceptive viewers. So is this indeed the most haunted cemetery in South America? Let me know what you think.
What?
You can watch.
What could that be? What could that be? You know what I mean? Like, what? That's the kind of stuff that creeps me out. You sit there and you're like, okay, that could be this. Like I say, that laughing, it could have been something in the wind or whatever. What could that have been? That's why it creeps me out so much. I was thinking maybe it was like the IR light off his camera, like, you know what I mean? Like it was casting a shadow and that looked like it was, you know, a beam of light was coming through that might have looked like someone raising their arm or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know. And what Nuke's about to say, you can find this, that, and the other. Listen to him. Franco's a legend. You should go watch him.
Watch Franco's entire 3-part investigation over on his YouTube channel, Franco TV. The old Clune Park Estate. Over 100 years ago, Clune Park, Scotland was a bustling community of shipyard workers and their families. Shockingly, the estate of 430 apartments, a primary school, and a church is now completely abandoned after the shipyard jobs dried up and the workers all just moved away.
That would be sick to go visit. Being as I'm in England and that, it wouldn't take very long to get there. Take a few cameras, have a little explore, you know what I mean? Let me know. I would so do that. It's a few hours in the car. I'd so do that.
Curious visitors are warned to stay away because, quote, dangerous things happen at the Clune Park Estate. It is said that many people have lost their lives on the property under suspicious circumstances. But the warnings don't stop ghost hunting teams Scared to Death Zero as they venture out to explore the old abandoned apartments of Clune Park. At first, they don't experience much, just a few strange noises.
You know, I was dinging and beeping and... What the... Is that the window there?
That's the same noise.
No. What was that?
Farm food, you see that?
As time passes and the day's exploration turns to night, the team experiences something that shocks them to their core.
Right, that one's open.
Sounds like they're from up north.
Yo. You see movement then? Move the light. Yo. Yo.
Oh!
What is that? Yo.
Fam, don't even.
Yeah.
And the curtain
that
just moved
face?
again, fam. Get up there, bro.
What the f...
Innit? I was thinking the same.
Second floor, man.
What are they from, like Manchester ends or something?
No, what's that noise, bro? Oh, it's a red light outside, that, isn't it? Hello? Which one is it? Check this one. I can hear somebody.
It's that same sound again.
Someone or something can be seen at a
Look,
window.
look at it.
The guys head inside and up the stairs, but there's no one there. Just a few creepy noises. Whoever was at the window seems to have just disappeared. The ghost hunting team believes that they can't.
That was really real. It looks like just a bold, fully white thing, doesn't it? There's an eye there. That's like a nose. Obviously, its eyes on the other side of its nose. Whoa, that like, I got cold from head to toe when that like, the sound effect happened. Jing! I'm like, piss off.
Captured something paranormal. But let me know what you think.
Yo. Yo.
You know what I
What's
mean?
that?
The monster in the closet. TikTok user Jennifer Lynn, her husband, and 3 children moved into a new home back in mid-March. Since then, Jennifer has been busy painting and renovating the house while she is home alone watching over her 3-year-old son, Caleb. But lately, Caleb has started insisting that what he refers to as a quote, monster, lives in one of their upstairs closets.
Where's the monster?
What? Okay. What you doing? What you doing? Your 3-year-old son. Oh, by the way, there's a monster that lives in one of the upstairs closets. I see it all the time. What you doing? What you doing? Because I'm pooing myself. I don't know about you.
Right here.
Now, Caleb sometimes refers to this quote monster as his friend, or as her, and occasionally as him. But this is where things start to get really strange. Because one day Caleb claims that his quote friend is in the tunnel.
Is your friend still here? Is your friend still here?
Why don't you know in the tunnel?
In the tunnel? What's she doing in the tunnel?
I said in her chair.
You said your friend's in the tunnel? What color is your friend?
Blue.
She's blue.
Yeah, he's blue today. He's blue.
Now, Mom Jennifer just dismisses it as a child's imagination, because obviously they don't have a tunnel in their home. But the more Jennifer ponders what little Caleb said, she remembers this. It's a small closet, or a storage space, or a crawl space, or something. But certainly something that a child could interpret as a quote, tunnel. But there's even more creepy stuff going on.
Fam, hold on a sec. Just wait a minute. Like, I'm getting more and more creeped out. It's like noon right now and I'm getting scared. I'm like sweating. Because kids, how are kids going to make something like this up? You know what I mean? This, you know what I mean? Why would it, what would a kid get out of that? Like, what? They don't operate the same as grown-ups, you know what I mean? He's not being like, oh, if I make this up, then maybe I can get a viral video on the internet. Or, like, he don't care, you know what I mean? He's just telling his mum what he can see. Whoa. It creeps me out, it creeps me out.
As Caleb keeps insisting that there is a monster in the closet upstairs, this happens.
Let's go find the monster.
Is it in there? Is the monster in there?
Nope.
Where's the monster?
Go take his room.
What? What?
Take his room.
It's in Caden's room.
Yeah. Go take it. Go take the monster.
Go check on the monster?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Go
What? What does the monster look like?
It's blue. Go take him.
Oh God, no.
I find her.
What?
I find her.
Fam, I've got chills so bad.
Now, obviously it's spooky enough for your child to be playing hide and seek with his invisible monster friend. But when Jennifer uploads the video to TikTok, her loyal viewers hear something in the video that Jennifer didn't even notice.
Oh God, no.
Jennifer and little Caleb are all alone in the house, but what sounds like a male voice can be heard. To me, it sounds like it could be saying, "This is my place," or "This is my house." But every viewer who watches the video seems to hear something different. So, let me know what you hear.
It, to me, sounds like also like it's distorted, but it also sounds like he was saying, oh, they're in the tunnel, they're in this, that, and the other. That could be like a portal, right? Because it does sound like, you know, in movies and stuff like that, you hear stuff like talk to you through the TV or whatever, and it's that kind of distortion. It sounds like he's saying it down a tube. You know, you get a little like toilet roll tube and you talk down it. Sounds like that. Oh, that was the creepiest one. Shit. We're winding up the video now, innit?
Let me know what you hear. You can watch Jennifer Lynn and her son Caleb's continuing story over on her TikTok page at VixieMCMXCII. Thanks so much for watching. My posting schedule is all over the place, so
Me
please
too,
hit the
Nuke.
subscribe button.
Me too, brother.
And also the little bell icon so that you're always notified when a new video is posted.
Well said. I couldn't have said it better myself. Listen to Nuke. Check him out. For one, this video is going to be in the description underneath. So click on that. Hit the subscribe button. The man's a legend. And this is what I do every morning. Like, I'll either watch this or I'll watch like quintessentially British TikToks, or like I'll watch meme compilations or whatever. And it's good. It gets my brain going at the start of the day. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed this. And how do you explain certain things? Like the whole kid situation. Like I say, if it's to do with kids, it extra creeps me out because they don't have agendas and stuff like grown-ups do. You know what I mean? Like it's just a little kid like playing around, and just they see something and he tells his parent. You know what I'm saying? And like, I would believe my kid. I'd be like, okay, there's a monster that lives in a tunnel and she's blue. 100%, that's a fact. I don't care. I'd also remind him as well, so that when he was older, he could try and have a bit of perception. Or would that traumatize him? What do you reckon? What are your guys' thoughts on all of this kind of thing? Let me know in the comments. This is something that I want to go and do. Like, I've wanted to. I mean, I've been and done it before, but like, I want to do it legit and with you guys and stuff. You know what I mean? And big up to my patrons, by the way. I set up an Amazon wishlist about a week ago, and I've only got one thing left on it. They've absolutely smashed it. So you guys, thank you so much. Just thank you with all my heart, with all of my heart. Anyway, I'm not going to keep you because it's been 30 some minutes. Thank you so much for sitting here and watching this with me this morning. I've got to go and get ready for work. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here, my friends. If this is something that you want to see more of, let me know. Smash the like button so that the algorithm also knows, so that it can be like, here you go, everyone. Check this out. And I'll do more. Like I say, I can happily sit here every morning and just watch it on my own. But if it's something you enjoy, I'll crack on. I'll crack on with it. We'll watch scary stuff. We'll watch, you know, like I say, British TikToks. They really make me laugh because British people are just, especially when it's like out of context and stuff, and you're not British and you don't get it. Like it's just so funny. Anyway, enough waffling, my friends. Thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feelings on this kind of video. Just sitting here chilling, drinking a bit of coffee and having a back and forth while we watch something weird or funny or scary or whatever. And I can carry this on. This can be sort of my start the day routine. So yeah, thank you so much, my friends. All the links and stuff that you need, like Discord, Patreon, etc., are down in the description. These are my socials. I don't really use Twitter that much, but Instagram, smash me a follow on Instagram. I usually follow you straight back. So anyway, enough waffling. Enough of that stuff. When you're out and about in the world, my friends, please stay safe and please take care, because I want to see you back in the next one, and I appreciate you and I care about you. So keep your head on a swivel, my friends. It's terrifying out there. Peace and love.